This is an instructional video on how to set up your interactive notebook for Mrs. Mann's class. This is covering the front cover and our flippable syllabus. So why a flippable syllabus? Well, aside from the fact that it's fun, it's also an easy way to know what exactly Mrs. Mann expects in the class and what you might need to do. Once you get your syllabus packet, you're going to go ahead and tear all the pages apart and try and remove the staple gently. For cutting out the papers, you're going to cut straight across between the two pieces of paper. And you're going to trim the blank space under each one. Do not cut above the dashed lines because that's where we're going to fold and glue together. And as you can see, when you lay them on top of each other, they're going to stack and layer nicely. That's why we cut off the bottom part. For the top 3 pages, I had to fix the error at the top here because I forgot to mark with the dashed line to know that's where you're going to fold. So don't trim the top, just trim the blank space at the bottom. However, for the very top sheet, you are going to trim that space at the top. This is where I messed up, obviously. I didn't make it clear. And you're going to separate the Hi Mrs. Mann Bitmoji and the Contact Mrs. Mann section that will go underneath. And then the bottom of Contact Mrs. Mann and Classroom Procedures is just like the other pieces. You're cutting off the blank space underneath the title of that page. Next, you're going to fold on the dashed line. I personally find it easier to fold where I can see the fold line. So you'll notice I tend to fold it behind the main section and then fold it back so that it flips up towards you once it's all glued together. Make a sharp fold. Also, you can try dragging your nail across it or another heavy object. And you're doing this for the top section of all the papers. Except the bottom one, that's just to mark where you're going to add the other papers on top. So now we're going to glue everything together, but only at the top spot. So you're going to put from biggest to smallest, and I like to use scrap paper so I don't get glue all over my desk. You want as thick and flat a layer as you can get, because if you're using a glue stick, it tends to glue or dry quickly. And then you're going to line it up at the dashed lines. Try and line it up along the left side so that they're all lined up fairly equally. And you can see I'm using the folded section to kind of line it up with the one below it on the dashed line so that they all fall in the same section at the top. If it ends up being uneven, you do have a quick period of time to take it off and fix it like I do here. You might need to add a little more glue back just to make sure it sticks though, because like I said, this glue dries very fast. And once you have everything glued together, you now have the option, but if you'd like, you can trim the sides if it's a little messier than you would like. Just be careful when trimming that you don't cut off any of the printed section. All right, you're almost done. So see, now you got your cool flippable all set up. Now you're going to put it in your notebook so it's always accessible. It's going to go on the inside front cover of your notebook. You're going to glue the back just like we've been doing before, as thick and flat a layer as you can get. I'm also going to shift it as close to the center as I can because I need room for the bell schedule. So hopefully you got a copy of the bell schedule from Mrs. Mann, and just like with the syllabus, I'm going to trim it so it fits a little better.
And just like with everything else, once I know it'll fit where I want it to fit, I'm going to put the glue on the back and attach it next to the syllabus, so it's handy reference right there. This bell schedule also has the list of the River City High School counselors and admins, and it's sorted by last name. So my last name, for example, starts with an M. So I'm going to find the counselor who covers students whose last name is M. That's Miss Ozeroff. And my admin is going to be Ms. Buckley, because again, my last name starts with M. So I'm highlighting it so I always know who I need to turn to if I have questions about my grades, transcripts, college, etc. Hope this helps.